Hi everybody, it's Fraboy Master back from Teenage Mutant Ninja Scrubs, and with patch 1.7 we have access to what's called encrypted caches, which you can buy with real money or you can buy with keys which are obtained through either the world or by purchasing, as I said, with cash. Now the problem that I've got with these caches is that they're completely random drops that you get from them that are simply just vanity items. Now the vanity items themselves, I've actually got a menu table within the same vendor where you're able to purchase exactly what you're looking for and knowing what you'll get. Now if you were to actually spend money on this particular cache, you have no idea what you're going to get, and therefore could be ultimately wasting dollar upon dollar upon dollar. Now the main issue that I've actually got is that we've been told that key fragments are findable within the world, and if you find up to 10 of them it makes a key and you're able to get a shot at one of these caches. Now I've done maybe 20 plus missions, probably more like 30 plus missions, and I've never received a key fragment. But the weird thing is that I was playing with my son. His very first mission, he got 2 key fragments from one boss, and I just thought, what? That's just crazy. I've been playing this and playing this and playing this, and I've not received any. Now I'm not saying that I'm entitled to them, but if the developer comes out and says, look, you don't need to use real world money to purchase these encrypted caches for a chance of some vanity items that you might or might not want, you can actually play the game and still have a chance of getting these vanity items without actually using real money, which is a great idea. I really do appreciate it. But the fact of the matter is that the RNG drop rate for these keys is, to me, virtually zero. That, you know, why introduce something into the game that you actually can't get? It, you know, that's how I see it. I think it's absolutely crazy. But what I did note is that it does seem that people that don't play the game quite as much as others seem to get a better chance of getting these keys dropped than people with, you know, thousands of hours in the game, as opposed to just a few hundred hours in the game. And, you know, I'm referring obviously to my son, but I refer to that to a few other people that I know in the game as well who have said, yeah, I've got 9 keys so far. So what have you been doing, buddy? Oh yeah, I've just been going around the world killing world bosses and a couple of missions here and there, but I've collected 9 key fragments. And I'm like, dude, I've done 20 plus missions, I've been killing some of the world bosses, and I've never yet received a key fragment. I would go into a game with my son, his very first mission, he gets 2 key fragments, and I'm thinking, that isn't the RNG, that's programmed. That's programmed to make me grind and grind and grind, because they know if you've got thousands of hours in the game, you're going to be playing for thousands more hours, hopefully. And I think, you know, having that part of the reward system as a pure gamble, as a pure chance, should be removed or should be upgraded and fixed, so that, you know, you can, for instance, work towards getting some key fragments and having the chance of opening that cache if you want to purchase them without real world money. But it also leads on to the issue of, if you can't get key fragments, does it then tempt people into actually purchasing these things for real world money and then getting 3 items that they absolutely hated or didn't want in the first place? I just don't see the point of these caches being a purchasable item with the real world money when you can purchase the exact item you're looking for at the same vendor, knowing what you'll get and how much it's going to cost you. Now again, as I said, hats off to the developer for actually introducing this mechanic into the game and saying, look, if you don't like using real world money for purchasing stuff, that's fair enough. We're going to give you a chance of getting that stuff for free without the need to use money. But if the mechanic itself is so broken for you to actually get the items you need, i.e. the key fragments, if that is so broken and its RNG drop rate, why introduce it into the game in the first place? It just is nuts to me, to be honest with you. I'm going to keep playing the PTS, I'm going to keep making builds and doing stuff like that, but as I said, introducing this type of mechanic into the game and then not having a clear way to actually get these keys Now, for instance, what they could actually do is introduce the key fragments as one key fragment rewarded at the end of per mission. Something as simple as that would alleviate the issue that a lot of people are getting, where they're not seeing these fragments drop within the game world under the RNG value basis, and feeling, well, what am I doing wrong? Do I need to play this for another million hours? Yeah, it's if you're going to introduce something like that into the game, Massive, you've introduced another new. It's a currency. It's not a key fragment. It's a currency because you use it to buy something in the game. And if you're introducing currency into the game, there should be a clear way of being able to get that currency. It's as simple as that. There really should be. You should not have a chance of obtaining currency in a game that's built around purchasing stuff, getting items and all that kind of crazy good stuff. As I've said before, doing 20 plus missions, 30 something missions and not getting a key fragment, as opposed to somebody doing 1 or 2 missions and maybe getting 3 or 4 key fragments, doesn't make you feel valued as a player for the time you're putting into the game, and it will drive people away from the game. I'm kind of like, well, what is the point of these key fragments if I can't earn them? If I can't earn them, I can't use them, and I can't feel rewarded. Therefore, I go to another looter shooter that will make me feel rewarded. For instance, Destiny 2 is virtually round the corner. Anthem's going to be out next year. I'm certain there's other games out there that are going to, kind of take on this looter shooter mechanic that will probably be coming in the future as well. And Destiny, if you keep, introducing currency upon currency upon currency in the game and saying, yep, you can buy this, you can buy that, you can buy the next thing, but then not offer a clear way to earn that currency, then you're making your player base feel undervalued for the people who actually don't get what they're looking for. People who aren't getting keys, people who aren't getting a Barrett's chess piece, for instance. I played with a guy the other night that has done nothing but mission after mission after mission, and he's never ever received a Barrett's chess piece. The first Clear Sky that we did together, boom, I got a Barrett's chess piece. Obviously I gave it to him and he was exceptionally grateful, but he's played the game enough that he should have had one drop already. Let's get rid of this RNG value for everything, please, for God's sake. It's absolutely nuts, and it's a thing that's driving players away from the game. It's like, for instance, it's what drove me away from Destiny. In year 1 of Destiny, everybody was trying to get a Galahorn or a Vex Mythoclast. I finally got a Galahorn and a Vex Mythoclast after about a year of playing activities every week on 3 characters. And yet the first time I took my son into the Vault of Glass, boom, he gets a Vex Mythoclast, and I've been playing I've been playing Destiny for a year and never ever got one. Yet the first time he does it, he gets a Vex Mythoclast, and I had to still play it, I think, for another 3 months before one dropped for me. It is what drove me away from Destiny, and it's the thing that's going to drive me away from The Division. I love The Division. I love the diversity of the game. I love the game mechanics. I love the game world. I love the graphics. I love the sounds. I just love everything about it. It's a great, great game, but taking on this economic setup where everything's a chance is going to drive players away in droves, and I certainly will not continue playing the game past 1.7 if I don't feel rewarded for my time that I put into the game. Because you play games to feel rewarded, you play games to enjoy them, and it's not enjoyable seeing stuff drop for everybody else and never drop for you. That isn't enjoyable. That's that just makes you feel like shit, basically. And I could go and play other games that don't make me feel like that. So Massive, I'm begging you, I'm really, really, really begging you here, change how these key fragments work in the game. Offer one per mission on global events weeks, and that's it. At least people will know they have a chance of building up a key in order to get that stuff that you're saying that you want to offer us, rather than this RNG basis drop where you can do 30 plus missions and never receive a key fragment. but some other people can do a couple of missions here, kill a couple of bosses there, and end up with, you know, a full key, 10 key fragments, and get a full key, and, you know, you're like, well, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not being rewarded in the same way that you're being rewarded? This is a looter shooter, it's a rewards based game, and if you hold these rewards back for players, they will start leaving the game because they will feel undervalued compared to other players and decide to go and play something else that doesn't make them feel like that. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's, I think, all I can really say about it. It is absolutely brutal. I've just found it a very, very strange mechanic to introduce a currency into the game that you can't actually earn. There's no clear path in how to get them. It's just yeah, just play the game and you'll have a chance of getting them. Maybe. Yeah, that's no good enough for me. Either have it in the game as a valuable mechanic that I can earn, and a valuable currency that I can earn, or don't have it in the game. You know, that's my point of view. That is my point of view. That vendor actually sells this stuff, and you can buy it yourself. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hit that like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.